So next line in action is DCF and inflation. We want to look at the one we have just done is capital allowance and DCF, right, Abi? We want to look at the effect or the impact of inflation in our capital budgeting. Inflation and long-term projects. When a company makes a long-term investment, there will be costs and benefits for a number of years. In all probability, the future cash flow will be affected by inflation in sales price and what? And inflation in cost. What are we trying to say here? When you want to embark on a project, you have made a forecast for year 1, year 2, year 3, probably for the future. And those forecasts that you have made is likely that they may be affected by what? By inflation. Am I talking now? If you said you are going to buy a particular asset or make a particular sales at 200 naira now, before you know, in the next 1 year, inflation price might have arise that make the price to what? To goes up. Right now. So these are the issues that will affect your investment appraisal as we are talking. That's what we want to look at. We want to look at that impact now that we have on your project. So now there are two ways of incorporating inflation into this analysis. Now, please, when we are facing with a scenario where there's inflation in our projection, you must understand 4 key terms. For what? Yeah. DCF and inflation. So when you are facing with this scenario in exam or in any question, there are 4 key terms that you must very, very conversant with, and you must know the meaning, and you must know how to treat them one after the other. Those terms are: 1, we have called money cash flow, and we have called what? Real cash flow. And we have called what? Money cost of capital. Money cost of capital and the real cost of capital. Don't forget, when you are dealing with NPV, at any point in time, you need your cash flow, Abi, and you need your capital to discount them. Am I talking now? Once you have your cash flows like this, year 1, year 2, year 3, or you have year 1, or let me say year 0, Abi, year 1, year 2, year 3, you will need your cash flows, you need your cost of capital, Abi, to discount them, Abi, year 1, 2, 3, 4. And by that time you get your PVs, Abi, get your PVs, present value. Now, this cash flow that we have here, it could be money cash flow or real cash flow. Am I talking now? And this one that we have here, it could be what? Money cost of capital or real cost of capital. That's what I was talking about. So this cash flow, the principle is very straightforward. Anytime you have money cash flow, you must use money cost of capital to discount it. Am I talking now? Yes. Am I communicating, please? Yes. And anytime you have real cash flow, you must use what? Real cost of capital to what? To discount it. Am I communicating now? Check for me, right? Yes. At any point in time, you must not use opposite to discount each other. No. Money to money and real to what? To real. But the question is, what is money cost of capital? What is money cash flow? What is what? Real cash flow. Now let me try to explain. When we say money cash flow, money cash flow, let me read from the manual for better so that I will not be saying everything offhand. Money or real cash flow. Real terms cash flows are what an item will cost or be sold for the current price. For the what? Am I talking? For the what? Current price. That's what called real cash flow. Real cash flow, in my own simple definition, I said they are cash flows before you consider inflation. Before you what? Inflation. That is cash flow before inflation. Cash flow before what? Inflation. Why money cash flow on the man again? Money cash flow refer to the amount that it actually received or paid at different point in time in the future, i.e., taking inflation into account. So a money cash flow, the money cash flows are those cash flows that occur after you have considered inflation, that after you have incorporated inflation. Let me show you a scenario now. If today today is 1/1/2023, and you have a particular cash flows that is 5,000, and they said the inflation rate for the next 1 year or the next 1 month will be 5%. This factor that you are seeing here is at today's price. Is your what? Is your real cash flow. Is your what? Real cash flow. Because we have not factored in the inflation rate of 5% into it. By the time we put inflation on it now, if your factor now today and there will be inflation of 5%, what will be the cash flow by that time of year one? For year, what do we have? Inflate it by 5%. What do you have, please? 5,250. This 5,250 is all money cash flow. Please, can you get the difference now? Can you get the difference now? The difference is money cash flow is cash flow before you consider inflation. That is your current price, your today's price before inflation. Why the money is what? Is the cash flow after inflation. After you have considered your inflation, that's what money cash flow. Am I talking now? The next thing is this: what is money cost of capital and what is real cost of capital? A money cost of capital, page 147 from our part. Money cost of capital. Cost of capital is explained in details in later chapter, in which you have discussed already. Okay, but briefly, it is the rate of return required by the investor for investing in a project of a given risk. Cost of capital, that's the one that will return required by who? By the investor. That's the cost of capital. Now, the model cover letter estimate the money cost of capital. Hello, what are you trying to tell us? Based on our calculation that we have done so far of cost of capital, that cost of capital that we have get is what? Is money cost of capital. Is what? Okay. What is real? Okay. Real cost of capital is the return that investor will require without what? Inflation. Without what? So real is the cost of capital before we incorporate what? Inflation. That's what? Real cost of capital. This one real. Before what? Before inflation. Why money is what? After inflation. Simple as ABC. After you have considered inflation. Am I talking now? So the question is, the idea now is, hello, our challenge now is this. The principle is that when you have money, you must use what? Money to discount it, Abi, to get your NPV. And when you have real, you must what? You must use real to what? To discount it. Abi, do you know the difference? The difference is that there's most questions, they will give you money cash flow and they will give you what? Real cost of capital. And it's an abomination, a war to discount real with money. No, it's not allowed. As far as DCF analysis is concerned, you don't gbé ọmọ bà fún Ọ̀ṣun tó mọ ọmọ bà ọmọ Ọ̀ṣun ọmọ wá wí mi later class I speak well. Now, you must not use money to discount and use real to discount them. What do you have to do? That means you must bring them to what? To the same level. You must do what? To the same level. Demola, you know, you are smiling. Something is doing kulu in your bottom, in your stomach. Now, you must bring them to the same level. You have two options. Either you convert this Hello, Alaja, are you with me? Either you convert this to what? To real cash flow, so that they will be of what? Of the same level. Am I talking? Or you convert this to what? To money cost of capital, so that they will be of what? Of the same level. But the challenge is, how do you convert money cash flow to real cash flow? How do you convert real cost of capital to money? Or how do you convert money to real, or real to money cash flow? That's the one we want to look at now. Conversion. Let's start from the conversion of the capital first. If you have money cash flow, and you are planning to convert it to real cash flow. Now don't forget, or let me start from money to real, so that you get it very easy. Let me start from money to real, real to money first. If you have real cash flow and you want to convert it to money cash flow, am I communicating, please? Yes, hardly you say an exam that will not incorporate what? Inflation. Except the banker is doing bonanza, they just give you just one cash flow. A real question will bring a lot of energy inside. Wọ́n ti bí characters sínú ẹ̀, wọ́n gbé inflation sínú ẹ̀, wọ́n gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ factors, everything will just go back. But once you understand the principle one after the other, not to fear, kí ló ń máa ṣe ẹ máa yọ àbí just separate it, that's all. So, but when they give you real cash flow and you think, oh, I need to convert it to money, then the principle is just like this. Look at this example here. Abi, your cash flow is what? 5,000 here, real, abi? What's the inflation rate? 5%. What is this one now? How do you get this one? Simple ABC. How do you get it? How do you get it? Mathematically, how do you balance a shape? Alaja, how do you get this 5,250 level? 5% of 5,000, abi? And what do? You add it back, abi? That's the layman rule. You try get it, abi? But if you want to turn into mathematics, it will be 5,000, abi, times 1.45, abi now. That will be 1 plus R. That is inflation rate. Let me put inflation now. 1 plus what? Inflation. Abi? So invariably now, I can turn this into what? To formula by just saying my money cash flow is equal to what? Real cash flow, abi, into bracket 1 plus inflation. Then raise to power, if there is number of years to call this power what? The end. Change the region, man. Cash flow. So I can just turn this one. What I've done, what you have done here yourself, I can just turn to formula by saying my money cash flow is what? Is equal to real cash flow into bracket 1 plus inflation raised to power the number of years. Okay, that. But on the other way around, if I have money cash flow and I want to convert to real with this formula again, you can what? You can make your money solve a formula. But if I have money, that is, convert your money cash flow to real cash flow. From this equation now you can get it. That means your real cash flow is equal to what? Money cash flow divided by 1 plus inflation raised power n number of years. So when you are converting from one level to another one, this simple equation, it will help us a lot to do that. Money to real, real to money, then money to what? To real. Simple as it is.
So the question indicates the type of cost of capital we have.
Of course, we are clear. So
Real to money.
if you want to convert your real to money, this formula. If you want to convert your money to real, this is your formula. Question. Let's pass.
This real cash flow.
Yeah.
It looks like normal counting factor. Is it possible we do minus M?
Minus N Igbo.
No, like that. Yes, that normal. Yes, that money.
No. In that case, you are turning to the deciding factor.
Okay.
You are turning to the deciding factor now. We are just no. Don't do that. That is I say 1 plus R is 1 minus N. No. By that we are turning to the deciding factor.
So you can do MCF.
You are reducing it.
You can do MCF.
But you are inflating this compounding factor. That was discounting factor. Close for everybody.
I say you can do MCF into brackets 1 plus L to power minus N.
Okay, by multiplying, since you know this, you get 1 plus R is power minus N.
Yes.
Okay. But if you put 1 say you turn it go down.
No, please what else?
Oh, okay, same. The big are the same thing you want. O ṣe integral bi. So this is when you are converting the cash flow, abi. Let's see when you are converting the cost now. Now, if you have real cost of capital and you are trying to look for your money cost of capital, or you have money cost of capital and you are trying to get your real cost of capital, you don't need to give yourself anything. Just apply the equation that we call feature effect. What do I call it? Feature effect equation. That consider the relationship between the money cash flow and the money cost of capital and real cost of capital. What does this equation look like? It's like this: 1 plus money cash flow, sorry, money cost of capital is equal to 1 plus real cost of capital into bracket 1 minus inflation. Now, look at this equation now. This is your money cost of capital. This is your real cost of capital. This is your what? Your inflation. If any of the information, if any of this equation is missing, you can use the equation to what? To look for it. You can use the equation to look for what? Now, if you are looking for money cost of capital, what will be your formula now for this equation? Hello, yeah, whoa. If you are looking for money, for this equation, what will be your final answer now? Your money will be what? 1 plus V, abi, to bracket 1 minus inflation. I think it's just minus plus. Then minus 1. Abi now, Elijah, if you are looking for any, this right, abi, that is the final answer. Then if you are looking for this R, just work it out by saying R is equal to what? 1 plus money divided by abi 1 plus inflation abi minus 1 abi. That's it. So what am I saying is, once you have this equation, once you know this equation of feature effect, that solves your problem of how to move from your money cost of capital to your what? Your real. You don't need to cram all this formula. Once you have this, you can solve everything out. So in view of that, I think we have to practicalize it now. Our conclusion is that when you have real cash flow, you discount with what? Money cash flow, abi?
Yes.
And when you have money cash flow, what do? You discount with what? Money cost of capital. So let's practicalize it now and see how the question will look like. So reading from page 148, the example, abi? Example there, page 148. Page 148. Discounting money cash flow at a cost of capital. Are we there together, please? A company is considering an investment in an asset of equipment costing 150,000 naira. The equipment will be used to make a product. The selling price of the product at today's price. At what?
Today's price.
At what?
Today's
What does that represent now? Real cash flow. Okay, at today's price. The equipment will be used to make a product. The selling price of the product at today's price will be 10 naira per unit. Are we together, please? And the variable cost per unit, all cash costs will be what? 6 naira. All at today's price. I mean, the project will have a 4-year life, and the sales are expected to be as follows. They give us sales now in units. I mean, year 1, 20,000 units. Year 2, 4,000 units. 4,000 units rather. Year 3, 6,000 units rather. Year 4, 20,000 units. At today's price, Are we together now? At what? At today's price. It is expected that the equipment will be sold at the end of year 4 for how much? 10,000 naira. There will be additional fees cost, cash overhead of how much? 50,000 naira each year as a result of the project. At when? At today's price. Hello? Technically now, all the cash flow in the question are what? Are real cash flows. Now, the company expects price and cost to increase due to inflation at the following annual rates. Are we together, please? What are the inflation rate now? For sales, 5%. For variable cost, 8%. For fixed cost, 8%. Equipment disposal value, how many percent? 6%. The company money cost of capital is how many percent? 12%. Ignore what? Ignore what? I said anytime they have to return tax, what do I say you should do? Say praise the Lord, because it reduce a lot of work budget from you. So you are required now. Calculate the NPV of the project. Now, looking at this question now, the most important thing here is that they ask us to ignore tax. I'm not talking now. But one of the major challenge in this question, I would say that one of the major challenge in this question is that we were given real cash flows, are they? And they give us what? The money cost of capital. Hello? Am I talking, please? Ṣé mo sọ̀rọ̀? For the question, all our cash flows are real cash flow, are they? Am I talking? But they give us what? Money cost of capital. And I said, it's an abomination to use this money to discount this ring. Èwọ̀ ni mo pé èwọ̀ ta lè ní ìwò lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ bá ti lò ó ṣe kí ni olùlànà ní ẹ̀sán mọ̀ nìyẹn. So your headache now is that you must look for a way to bring this thing to the same level. I mean, and I said you have two options. Option one, convert this one to what? To money cash flows. So that they will be on the same level, abi? Or convert it to what? To real cost of capital, abi? So that they will be on the same what? On the same level. Any of these methods, you have the same result, and your answer is correct. But depends on the question. One method is valuable over the other. Depends on what? On the question. As far as this question is concerned now, as far as this is concerned, converting the real cash flow to money cash flow is the most valuable method. It's what? It's most what? Most valuable. Why? The reason for that is that the inflation rate in this question is not constant. It's not what? It's not constant. Individual variables. If you go back to the question, now, this says how much is the inflation rate? 5%. Variable cost 8%. Fixed cost 8%. Equipment cost 6%. You can see now all the variables have what? Different inflation rates. Am I communicating now? So in that case, your best bet is to what? Is to convert this to this. Am I talking now?
Yes.
Did I say that it's not possible to convert to real? No. I did not say that. But I said it's most appropriate method of discussion. But it will be easy for you to convert this to this question. Why? Because the project line is short. The project line is what? Yeah, God will survive. Because it is when the way you use the question, is the one will determine the method you have to adopt. Now, I'm now giving you the reason why I'm adopting this method now. That is for converting this to this. Why it's that? I said I'm doing this method because my variable cost variables have what? Different inflation rates. And two, my number of years is very what? Is very short. How many years? 4 years. But when you have a number of years, like 20 years, like what? Like what? 20 years, 15 years. This method is not what? It's not suitable. It's not what? It's not suitable. You should look for a way to the fact that they have different inflation rates. You will look for a way to what? To compare this one to what? To what? To real and discount. I will tell you all the methods. Wow, mo ṣe tí ìjọba ṣe ṣàbíṣe Ọlọ́run. I believe to my giving to my juma. But now, so please let slide this now. Let me combine the capital to money and discount to what? With money. Am I communicating now? So that means you must pick your variables what? One after the what? One after the other. You must pick your variable what? One after the other. You know, say human resources. What you put to go. Now, for the question, for each of the variables, by now we are able to identify our relevant cost, right, Abi? What are relevant costs in this question? Number one, cost of the machine. Abi, so let me bring our relevant cost first. The relevant cost now. Relevant cost. One, plants are being machine by the plant. Is it part of machine?
Equipment.
Okay, equipment cost. You know what? 150,000. Number two, go. The cash flows, Abi.
Yes.
Now, number one, we have our selling price, Abi. Now, per unit. Let me number two. Now, this one. Number two now. It says value now. Now in units, as at today's price, you know pay 10 naira per unit. Don't forget that this price is at today's price. Abi, what is the inflation rate of selling price?
5%.
5%. So you must inflate it one after the other. For year one, year two, year three. How many years is the project?
4 years.
Year four. Let me further bring out my unit price. Sorry, unit 6. Unit 6 for year one, you know, be 20,000 units for the question.
40,000.
Followed by
40,000.
60,000,
60,000.
20,000, and 20,000. Abi, then our selling price as in now. Let me ask you something. Sometimes you must know when to start your inflation rate. You must know when to what? Hello. Sometimes if this price, hello, if this price is as at the beginning of the year, hello, price we are our price by one year one is 10 naira. Abi, and don't forget this income will not come in by year one, by beginning of the year, but wale end of the year. What we pay if you take any notice new 10 naira here. Am I talking to? Please, it depends on the question. So if this spend price at the beginning of the year, it is 31 December year one that you be talking about your sale for the year, abi. So we pay this payment is not what it does not imply you have to start the inflation by what? By year one. Am I talking?
Yes.
But if this price is at the end of the year, already there's already inflation embedded in it already. So that means in that case, you will start your inflation by year 2. So it depends on each of the scenario that you are looking for. Depending on what? Each of the scenario that you are looking for. Now, so in this question now, but sometimes some people just silent about it, abi. You just silent about this. So that if they are silent, man, Nibo, I say sometimes when do you start your inflation? When do you start your inflation? Boluma bere. So now, also our same price is 10 naira, abi. So do you start your inflation in year 1 or you start in year 2? I'm not saying that no, in normal sense. If the selling price is given to you as at the beginning of the year, abi, you cannot prepare account of when December, abi, or we go take any notice inflation real. That means you have to start your inflation when in year 1. But if the selling price is given to you, it's a end of the year price. Or we go take any, you have already include inflation So you must not start jump from year 1, you have to start when year 2. And that's why there are some questions may be what? May be silent. Now, if you go back to your park, let me read the statement, go back to your park. Oh, okay. Okay, don't worry. We'll see that woman will be here. It's not here. So that's just the explanation. My second mean. So if the inflation is given to you, if the cash flow is given to you at the beginning of the year, and your fare come by the end of the year, the that inflation of that year as well, after you incorporate inflation, what do you do? You have to incorporate inflation. But if the cash flow is given to you at the end of the year, in that case, that inflation for that year is already what? Already embedded. What do you start? Start from year 2. But now say that in most cases, the question will always was silent. But your prevalable assumption is that you start literally way in year 1. When do you start? Year 1. So in that case, let's start vision now. If you have 10 naira now, Abi, I got the little rate. But you are inflated 5%. Oh, yeah, can come here. Oh, you know the formula again. Your money cash flow is what the word real cash flow is to bracket 1 plus inflation plus power 1 n. Abi? So by year 1, what do we have? 10.5. Abi? Year 2, put 2. That be 10 naira 1.105 is 1.2. AY, what happened? Are you confused with the formula?
Yeah, I don't know.
How
I don't know the
apply this formula in India? 10 into bracket 1.05 is power 1 for the first year, 2 for the second year, 3 for the third year, and 4 for the fourth year. We are going to calculate there. Our high 5% now. If you sorry, we have said we can conversion.
11.03.
11.03. Year 3.
11.5.
11.58. Then year 4.
12.16.
12.16 Abi. So if you have that, multiply by 10, then you get your money cash flow. Where?
That's 243.
Every year, Abi?
Yes.
243.
200.
200.
First of
210,000.
Second to last 694,800.
694. 694,800.
Yeah.
441.
441. 200. So this our sales volume. Okay, already now it's nine what? It's not in money. It's not in what? In money. Number 2, variable cost. Okay, our variable costs. Variable costs. Am I talking now? You put it again. Don't forget it's variable per unit. Okay, so let's get our unit sales. Our unit sales. We have year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. Year 1, 20,000 units, 40,000 units, 60,000 units, and 20,000 units. Don't forget, our variable cost per unit, you don't pay 6 naira as at today's price, right? So what's our inflation rate?
8%.
Is 8%. Apply the same formula. Money cash flow is equal to real cash flow divided by 1 plus inflation raised power n. So for year 1,
6.48.
6.48.
6.9.
6.9.
7.0.
77.
7.0. 6.9.
7.0.
7.56.
7.56.
8.16.
8.16. By the time you apply your inflation rate of 8% to the formula, you get this. So that is available cost.
163.
Last
Last
one.
one.
163.
200.
200.
second one, 280,000.
This one.
Second one.
This one. 280,000.
Second to the last 453. 600.
453.
600.
129.
129.
129. 600. Abi, next one. is fixed cost. Is what? Don't forget that. I want to ask: is a fixed cost part of our relevant cost? Who's the
Additional.
It's additional. Abi, I agree with you. Fixed cost is not relevant cost, Abi. But once is an incremental fixed cost, it what is relevant. What's incremental fixed cost? Is a fixed cost that arise as a direct consequence of your work, of your decision. Is what is relevant. So for the fixed cost now, for the fixed cost, number 3, Abi, for the fixed cost, year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4. As at today's price, you don't pay 50,000. So please inflate it by how many percent?
8%.
8%, Abi. Well, yeah, inflate it for year 1, 8%. Yeah.
54,000.
54,000. Year 1, 54,000.
58,000.
58,000.
320.
62,986.
024. I mean, that's our fixed cost. Next one is our disposal value. Please, you have to be very careful about this one. That's our disposal value. Disposal value. You have to be very careful because disposal value is not coming in until when? Until year 4. So what we just need is that apply your formula by saying money cash flow, you got to what? Real cash flow, you can get 1 plus inflation which power number of years. What is the cash flow now? 10,000. Abi? Just say 1 plus, what's the inflation rate for disposal? 5%, Abi? 6%. So plus 1 plus 0.06 raised power 4. Abi? Yeah, we are so the way.
12,625.
12,625 because we only need it for year 4. So we don't need it for year 1. So we just apply the formula, take it to share and push it away. So have we done this? We have compute all our money cash flow. Abi? For the, don't forget equipment. Equipment is when do we need it? Now, so it's already, and that's when you want to make your investment. So you don't need to pay that. So in view of that, our NPV now, our NPV schedule should not be. Let's now bring. Don't forget to say it should not capital allowance and be a tax. No tax, no capital allowance. Once they say no tax, not like what capital allowance anymore. So in that case, we have years, year 0, year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4. So our equipment cost, a little bit, 150,000. So our sales value, year 1, 210,000. Year 2, 441, 200. Year 3, 694, 800, and 243, 200. Abi, that's our sales value. Followed by variable cost. Abi, our variable cost. In year 1, we have 129,600. Abi, 129,600. 280,000. 453,600. 600. Then 163,200. Abi, okay. What next? Our fixed cost. Am I communicating now?
Yes.
Our fixed cost. Fixed cost. What do we have? 54,000 naira. Abi, followed by 58,000. 320. Followed by 62,986, right? And followed by 68,024. I mean, what next? our scrap value, our scrap value. We have dash, and what? 12,625. Into, right? So don't forget, all these cash flow now, they are in what? They are in money cash flow, abi? So and that's why I say everything in money cash flow, abi? They are all in money. All of them are in money now. So if you have that, let's get our net. So our net cash flow, the answer will be 150,000.
26,400.
Which year?
First year 1.
26,400.
400.
Year 2. Eh?
10288.
102.
880.
880.
178. 178,214.
178,214. 24,601. So these are all our net cash flow. Don't forget, they are not in what? They are not in money cash flow. They are not in what? Money cash flow. So after done that, we will need our cost capital. We must be what?
Money
And already this is money. Abi, for the question, what is the value? 12%. So therefore, our cost of capital 12%. So 12% for year 1, for year 2, for year 3, for year 4, for year 5.
0.89.
0.8929. Followed by
0.7972.
0.7979.
72.
7972.
7119.
7118.
0.6355.
0.55. So by that we multiply with our present value now. 150,000 for year 0.
223,5.
223.
No, 233.
23,000.
573.
573.
8,195.
8,195. Last one.
1563.
1563.
4.
4.
What's it?
The year 2 is.
Cannot be that.
Year 2 is
Year 2. Look,
82,000
year 2.
Yes.
82,016. 16. Year 3 go
126,000.
126,853.
853.
By the time we put them together, our NPV of the project. Our NPV for the project.
98,076.
98,076. Positive or negative?
Positive.
So that means we should what? We should accept the project. Since it's positive, we accept the project. How much? Don't forget, I said that I convert this cash flow from real to money based on 2 reasons. 1, I have different variables, abi, and each of those variables have different inflation rates, abi. And number 2, I do this method because the number of years are very short. Now let's assume that the number of years of this project are very long. 20 years. That means you pick 6. You will live for how many years? 20 years. You will pick variable cost. How many years? 20 years. You will pick fixed cost. How many years? 20 years. Then you are your what? Exam. So, in that wise, the fact that they have different variables and the fact that the number of years are many, your best shot is to what? Is to convert the money to what? To real and use your real converter. Let me not tell you another secret is that anytime that the cash flows are different to different inflation, they will make sure that those cash flow will be constant. Will be what? Am I talking? So when if you look at this one, you have how do you have 210. Let me say to them now. Look at number one, how many do we have? 20. Year 2, 40. Year 3, 60. Year 4, 20. In that regard, they will make sure that you have a constant unit so that you can be able to use your annuity formula. Abi? Annuity formula is when you have a constant cash flows abi for 20 years. So that's why you have this formula tax. Then you get your FDBC. Am I talking? Yes. So how to address that, I will still discuss it a little bit in a short while. But away from that, let's go and look at practice question, this manual. Practice question. 2 from our manual, from our icon part, page 150. I'm reading. A company is considering whether or not to invest in 5 years projects. The investment will involve buying an item of machinery for how much? For how much?
200,000.
Together, please. For how much? 200,000. At today's price, at when? That is a what? It's a real cash flow, sabi? Revenue. Year one revenue 200,000. Money cost 100,000. Year 2 revenue 200,000. Money cost 100,000. Year 3 2,000 revenue. 1,500 for the money cost. Year 4 1,500 for revenue and 7,500 for what? For money cost. While year 5 is 100,000 for revenue and 1,500 for what? For money cost. Revenue are expected to go up by how much? By 7% each year due to what? Inflation. And the costs are expected to go up by how much? 12% due to what? Inflation. Can you see now? The revenue has 7% inflation. Why the money cost how many percent? 12% inflation. That means they have different what? Inflation with different variables. The machinery is expected to have the same value at the end of year 5 for of how much? 20,000 naira at what? Today's price. But this amount is expected to rise by how many percent? 5% each year due to what? Inflation. The cost of capital is how many percent? 16%. You are required. Calculate NPV of these projects. We have 3 or let me say 4 major relevant costs. Are we together, please? How many relevant costs? 4 major relevant costs. We have the running cost. Looking at this kind of critically now. Mariam, what is the issue? You are disturbing that lady. HR, please, we need more staff. You can be our media manager. Now, the point is this. This question, they give us real cash flow. Let me do that again. Come for one question here. Real cash flow. And they also give us what? Is it a money or real? They assign that way. Let me not tell you this fact now. Except otherwise stated, all your cost of capital is what? Is money. Should I say it again? Except otherwise stated, all your cost of capital is what? Is money. So in this kind of now, one for any real cash flow, one for pẹ̀lú one for any money cost of capital. But it's always a money you must not discount real with money. It doesn't go. So I say you have option. What's the option? Convert real to what? To money. Real to money. Real to what? To money cash flow. So that they will be on the same what? Same level. Or convert it to what? To real cash flow. To real cost of capital. So that you can understand. And I said, anytime that your variables have different inflation rates, and when your number of years is very short, your best bet method is what? Convert this to money. Discount. So this kind now, how many years do we have? 5 years. How many variables? 3 variables with what? Different inflation rate. So therefore, let's convert our capital to what? To money. Let's start from the conversion now. Let's start from the relevant cost now. Relevant cost. The relevant cost. Number 1, the what is it?
Machine.
Machine, abi? Is it machine they call it?
Yes.
How much call the machine? 200,000. Number 2 now. Revenue. Okay. For the revenue, please, what is the division rate for the revenue?
7%.
7%. So let's try to inflate it one after the other. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. Please, you must be very careful with this kind of question. This unlike what we did last time, they gave us a beginning value for year 1, abi? We keep on inflating. This is power 2, this is power 3, this is power 4. But this one now, since we have our cash flow, how much do you have in year 1? 200,000. Just apply your formula. If this is real, abi? That our formula should be real cash flow into bracket what? 1 plus inflation is our what? N, abi? That's our money. Money cash flow is equal to real cash flow. This is your real, abi? Yeah. What's the inflation rate now? 7%. 1.07. Year 1 is our what? 1. That's our money. Yeah, faster. Okay, low. 214,000. Year 2. What's our account for year 2? For the question again, 200,000. Abi? Inside it again, 1.07. This is our what? This is our 2 for the second year. You have our problem. 228,980. Then for year 3, what's the cash flow again? 50,000. Abi? Then inside your rate, 1.07. This is our what? This is our 3. Look for one. 3.
261.
Then for year 4, what's the place of cash flow? 150,000. Abi for each year. 1.07. This is our what? This is our 4. How to do that, please? Okay, all the way up. 196. 619. Then for year 5, what's the cash flow again? 100,000. What do we have? 1.07. This is our what? This is our 5.
140.
142.
140.
140.
255.
255. So these are our money capital for revenue. Abi, let's go for the running cost now. The work is number 3. Our running cost. Running cost. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Same method again. Running cost alone year 1 100,000. Abi, what is the method for running cost? 20%. That will be what? 1.12 is our what? 1. We have
112,000.
112,000. For number 2, 100,000 again. 1.12 is our what? 2. Look for
125.
125
440.
440. Then for number 3,
125,000.
125,000. Abi,
Yeah.
we have 1.12 is our what? 3.
175, 616.
175,616. Then number 4, 75,000. Abi, 1.12 is our what? 4. Look for
118.
118
014.
014. Then you have 5. What do we have? 50,000. That's 1.12 is our what? 5. Look for
88. 117.
117. Can we sit down? So what next? Number 4. What's that number 4? The scrap value. The scrap value. Don't forget, when do we do scrap value? At the end of the prayer, so you don't need to do year 1, you just say year 5 alone, abi. That will be year 5. You don't want to let scrap value 20,000, 20,000 into bracket 1. What's the reason for scrap value? 5%. That will be 1.05 to our 5. That will be
25,526.
25,526. And I think the same should not as abi. Even at all, you don't go the tax should abi. So we are ignoring tax. So in view of this, since we have convert all our cash flow to what? To money. Abi, all our arena to money, abi, we can now go ahead and put our NPV. So our NPV now, our NPV schedule we have years, year 0, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. So our machine, after our machine, 200,000. Then our revenue, year 1, just bring all our money capital, 214,000, 228, 980,
306,
306, 261,
196,
196,
619,
619,
140,
140,
255.
255. Am I talking this?
Yes.
So with this, what next? Our running cost, abi? Running cost. For the running cost,
112,
112,000,
125, 440,
125,
440,
440,
175, 616,
175, 616,
118, 01,
118,
4,
014,
88, 17,
88, 117. What next? Scrap. Our scrap value. What are we need? Year 5. Everybody? 25,526.
526.
So in view of that, we have import our relevant cost now, abi? To the next stage, we get our net cap flows. So yeah, our net cap for each year.
Year 1, 102,000.
Year 1,
102,000.
102,000. This one is 200,000.
Year 2, 103, 540.
103,
540.
540. Yeah, I like that already. Yeah, about to
130, 645.
130, 645. Year 4,
78, 605.
78,605. In year 5,
77664.
77,664.
664.
So with this, we have our what? Our money cash flow. Abi? So what do we discount now? Use what? Money cost of capital. So our money on the question, how many percent? 16%. So 1 for year 0. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, please.
0.8621.
8621.
0.7432.
7432. Just for decimal.
0.6407.
This one.
7432.
74.
32.
7432. Third one.
6407.
0.5523.
4761.
0.4761.
Yeah, multiplication.
Last one.
Last one.
3697.
6.
36.
976.
Yeah.
10. First one.
83704.
First one. 103. 452.
103.
452.
Second one. 76951.
41, 43, 414.
43.
414.
414. 2.
3.
So you know that our NPV. Our NPV. Our NPV. Financial.
103.
Our NPV. Yeah, I like it. The only this one 43, 42, 425,
No.
414,
Yes.
78, 605 times 0.5523.